Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I welcome Dr. Tanmay Shah and he will talk about solar dried fruits and snacks. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you. So please start.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Tanmay Shah. I am a PhD in food business management, and I have been in the field of drying and dehydration past more than 2 decades now. And I thank you for the organizers. I thank you to the whole team for being very consistent in follow-ups and for allowing me and giving me an opportunity to be here in this meeting and to, give this small talk regarding our efforts and our experiences with the whole field of drying dehydration and solar dehydration in particular. Right. So to start with, I would appreciate if any one of the friends present here would have some comments or some questions can drop in the question answer box. Meanwhile, I'll start my presentation. Is that okay?
Sir, you can finish your presentation, sir. Later I will take up questions. Okay?
Okay, fair enough. So I'll start my presentation. Yeah.
Yes, sir, sure.
Nice. Right. So is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Please proceed.
Perfect, perfect. All right, friends. So, welcome to Morriko Pure Foods Private Limited, formerly known as Kamdenu Foods. We are at present India's largest dehydration facility to use solar thermal heat as one of its core heating medium to be utilized in the drying chambers and for the purpose of drying and dehydration of different products like fruits, vegetables, herbs, medicinal plants, spices, and other value added ingredients. So, just to give you a brief background, back in 2002, my father conceived this idea of developing a technology or using a technology that can help in value addition of uh, agricultural produce. We, coming from a farming background and being situated in a small town called Valsad in Gujarat, Valsad, our town, is a predominant chiku and mango growing belt and one of the largest mango producers in the country. Mango had a lot of benefits and there was a lot of work going on in mango, but there was very less something happening for chikus. And with this thought that we will do something as a value addition for chikus, we have started a small R&D in the solar dehydration segment, wherein first the obvious start was to do something with open sun drying. Slowly, we started learning the process. We started learning more about this activity, and then we used uh, a German design, and that design was incorporated by an Indian engineer, and we made a solar dehydrator. So it is called a natural draft solar tunnel dehydrator, wherein the tunnel part would collect solar heat and that hot air would be transferred towards the drying chambers, wherein all the different agricultural produce would be placed, and that would be dried with the help of the hot air. Right. Over the period, we came to know that just making of pure dried fruit is not going to help us generate more revenue, or it's not going to help us generate the kind of demand we need to have in the market for a food industry or a food company to survive. And for that, we started doing lots and lots of R&D and lots of trial and errors with different kinds of fruits, different kinds of products. And that's where then we developed the whole basket of fruits that you can see in front of you by the name of Kamdenu Foods. Unfortunately, in 2013-14, we had to face a big setback and we had to shut down the old manufacturing facility due to a lot of natural calamities. And after that, from 2017 onwards, we established Morriko Pure Foods Private Limited with its retail brand still named as Kamdenu Foods, but our core purpose of drying and dehydration did not stop. So what do we do? In Morriko Pure Foods Private Limited, we are proudly India's largest manufacturing facility using solar hot air for drying and dehydration. And you can see here, we have the solar dehydrators, complete stainless steel machinery, and we have the solar parabolic dehydrators for different leafy vegetables and other products. We have more than 20 years, now 20 years, we have more than 18 years of unmatched experience in the field of dehydration. We are doing private label and we are doing different job work and co-packing activities for more than 8 international brands and more than 10 nationalized brands. So when we say national brands, we are suppliers to brands like Yoga Bar, Mojo Bar, Paper Boat, Happy Low, Pagaria Foods, Quality Brand, Sumati Foods. All of them are our clients and they buy dehydrated foods from us. We have a team of very well qualified trained professionals, and it is a pride taking factor that we have been able to inculcate entrepreneurship, startup ecosystem, and startup principles, and the solar dehydration, match it in such a way that we give all of these our team members a good place and a homely and a family like environment to work with. What is our core purpose? See, doing solar dehydration, making a product, and then presenting a product is not end of the story. When we further proceeded in the business of food, we came to know that food business is much more than just manufacturing or inventing a product. So we set out into the market and we started collaborating with different institutes, collaborating with different industries, and collaborating with different brands for us to become their manufacturing partner and create value added, highly mouth watering, delicious products so that we can cater to the market and win good reputation. So what have we created over the years? We have created more than 100 different products, not just fruits, but fruits, vegetables, herbs, medicinal plants, spices. And now we have also ventured into highly value added solar dehydrated nutrition bars, nutrition balls, and different blended powders for herbal teas and other products. So as you can see on the screen right now, we have the core products, the guava, the mango, the pineapple, the black jamun. We are one of the largest in the black jamun as well. So all of this has come with meticulous R&D, highly disciplined activity, and it has come with a lot of different, trial and errors, and we could establish the product. These are pictures of few of the products that we do. On the right hand side, the larger picture is the dehydrated jamun strips, which are very popular across the country. Then we have the citrus fruits, the pulpy fruits, the slices, the chunks, the small cubes. We have the nutrition bars, energy bars. Apart from that, we have the wheat grass powder, which is also a very, very highly nutritious product made from the solar dehydration. We have the dried jamuns. We have the dried dehydrated Indian organic Alfonso mango, which is also a very popular product for international market. We are one of the only companies who are certified by the MSME lean manufacturing. We are 100% make in India product. We are ISO 22000 halal kosher US FDA, and we are also following the 5S Kaizen continuous for startup system. These are few of the companies that we are presently supplying to. There are a lot of other companies also that have joined us, but these are some of them very popular ones. We are manufacturing 100% natural, pure, dehydrated products to be served to Indian as well as international population at large. So this is a short presentation about ourselves, and this is something that we do here in the solar dehydration facility.
Thank you very much, sir, for your presentation. I will take up the questions now. The first question is, sir, you're able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
The first question is, which fruits and snacks are best suited for solar drying and why?
See, for solar drying, over the period, we have understood that the pulpy fruits are best suited for solar dehydration than compared to citrus fruits. What happens is, if you want to dehydrate citrus fruits, you cannot infuse it with any other ingredient in solar dehydration because, see, there is a very fine line difference between drying and dehydration. If you understand the technicality of the whole process, drying is something that will dry the surface of the product first and then go inside the product. Wherein dehydration is completely opposite, wherein it will bring the moisture out from inside. So it is something very similar to sweating. If you may recall, when you are working out or when you are running or jogging or when you have done some work, you don't immediately start sweating. But after some time, sweat is still coming out, perspiration is still coming out of the body. So dehydration is somewhat similar, not completely similar, but somewhat similar to sweating. So for a product to have that, for a process to have that kind of effect, and the product to have the best end result in that kind of effect, solar dehydration is best suited for pulpy products, not citrus products. If you want to have citrus products just like that, without any infusion of sugar or any ingredient, then you can use solar dehydration. Otherwise, other methods and processes are better.
Okay. Uh, Sir, how do you ensure the nutrients, flavors, and color of the fresh fruits that are preserved during solar drying?
See, there are three major indicators for this particular parameter. One is the operational temperature that we work at. We have made it a point never to cross 65 degrees temperature in the drying area for the dehydration of the product, be it any product, be it fruit, vegetable, or any other product. Because once you cross 65 degrees temperature, your most sensitive micronutrients and vitamins will be lost first. And by the process of them being lost, there will be texture and chemical and biochemical enzymatic differences in the product. So the product may lose color, they may lose texture, they may lose flavor because they have started losing the micronutrients and vitamins. So keeping the temperature as low as possible would be the best bet to have the most natural and nearest next to natural product possible. See, I would not say that solar dehydration does not reduce nutrition. Anybody who says will be lying. Any process that you follow, you can expect a least minimum of 5 to 10% of nutrition loss because there is different kind of processes involved and the product is exposed to heat. So in any case, 5 to 10% of nutritional loss is very much evident and is acceptable across the world.
Okay. What specific solar drying technologies or equipments are you using?
So what we are using is the solar panel itself is a very, very old technology. So what we are using is a flatbed technology. Flatbed, if you look at the solar panel from the top, I will try to share the picture of the solar panel if I can quickly identify
Yes,
where
sir.
it is. In this picture, can you see my arrow cursor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in this picture on the top of the roof, if you can see, there are flat panels on top. These flat panels are made of three different layers. So there is a insulation layer. On top of it, there is a copper layer. And absolutely on top, facing the sun, is a non-reflective absorbent glass. So what happens is, between the copper and the glass, there is a hollow, narrow area. Normal air, after going through the filters, are going inside that flatbed. And because of the non-absorbent solar rays that is entering the glass, heats the copper plates and the air. and that hot air slowly from ambient temperature going up till 65, 70 degrees gets hot, and through the ducting chambers are going inside the drying area, wherein the hot air is then circulated through circulation fans. Right.
Okay.
Apart from that, the newer technology that is now available, which we will be upgrading very soon. The biggest drawback of this technology is that we get optimum temperature only for 7 hours per day. Then during sunrise and sunset, the temperature intensity or the heat intensity goes down. Wherein, I'm sorry, the new technology that has come is solar vacuum tubes. So I'm sure all of you might have seen your hot water heaters, solar heaters that you use for your bathrooms and other purposes. That they have vacuum tubes which absorb any kind of diffused solar light. They heat the rods inside, and that rod is in turn heating the water up till 90 degrees.
Sir, you can take water, sir.
Yeah, sorry, just give me a
It's
moment.
okay,
I'll
sir.
just
No
have a sip
problem.
of water. This hot water is then stored in an insulated tank, and this tank will circulate this hot water at 70 degrees in the drying chamber through radiators, and the circulating fans will then circulate the hot air inside the drying chambers. This is the newer technology in solar dehydration. What happens is, in this process, you can have 24 hours of uninterrupted 65, 70 degrees temperature with a better output and a faster output of the product. But this technology has just come up past 3, 4 years.
Okay. What markets are you targeting? Domestic, export, or both, sir?
So we are catering to both the markets right now, domestic as well as international. We have not gone out completely with our own brand and our own FMCG structure, but rather what we have done is that we have mastered the art of B2B. When we say B2B, it is business to business supply. So we supply in bulk, wherein the customer receives the shipment or consignment out of India and they will pack it at their end. That is one. Second is we do private label. So the brand owner in India or outside India will share their packaging material. We pack it in their packaging material and then we ship it to them.
Okay.
So both for India as well as international, we are following this same practice of either bulk sales or private label.
Okay. Sir, what are the biggest hurdles in marketing and selling solar dried snack products?
At present, in fact, if you ask me, the hurdles and the challenges have increased tenfolds than compared to what it was 10 years ago. Reason being, customer awareness is increasing, one thing. Internet has allowed customers and normal people to an increased understanding of health, food, and snacking. And third, due to globalization, a lot of international players are supplying to India from their countries. So if you look at the Indian market right now, there is a huge import of highly sugar added, color, essence, flavor, and adulterated food products, cheaper food products coming in from Thailand, China, Vietnam, etc. We, in principle, use only 10 to 15% sugar, wherein the other countries are using 50 to 60% sugar. So that becomes the biggest barrier because of the sugar infusion and mixing of products with other ingredients. They can bring down the cost and the market will accept a lower cost. So, regardless of whatever kind of quality that you manufacture, regardless of whatever kind of services that you are willing to offer, the market is more inclined towards getting a cheaper product and a more consistent product than compared to organic or a natural product. So this is a very, very tough situation for manufacturers like us in India to face global competition and, to crack it and to go ahead.
Okay. Do you work with farmers or local suppliers? How has this impacted rural
Yes, yes.
livelihood or supply chains?
No, so at present, we are associated with more than 50 farms directly. Indirectly, we may be associated with more than 200 farmers across the country. I'm so sorry. I'm just a
That's
bit.
okay, sir. You can have water.
Over the years, we have been able to establish good relations with them. And we have been able to establish good relations with the farmers. They understand the kind of output that we need, and we understand the kind of extra support that the farmers need. So what happens is, in the locality, we have been able to crack a very nice deal with the farmers that if they are getting their fruits, sorting number 1 and 2 will fetch them fantastic rates in the open market. So they can sell those products there. Sorting 3, 4 are good products. They are not cheaper or lower variety products. It's just that they are small in size and not very good looking. They will not get good prices in the market, and the market will not buy it. We buy all of those products and we save the farmers from getting losses, and we give them a good, reasonable market rate so that they are also happy. So, in turn, what has happened is this kind of arrangement and understanding with the farmers has helped us in getting a preference from the farmers. So, every year, the farmers and the suppliers or the agents from across the country will contact us in saying that this year this farm has some extra output. So, sir, you take it. And that is how we have been benefited. And as a normal thumb rule of business, profit is always in the purchase.
Okay. Now, what are the biggest technological challenges in scaling solar drying operations in India, sir?
The biggest technological challenge is the cost of establishing a solar panel and the solar setup. And second, the cost of the area that is required. See, now these are two different things. One is the cost of the solar panel itself. Anywhere between 7,000 rupees a square meter to 10,000 rupees a square meter, they will charge to set up the solar panel and the duct line and machinery extra. That is fine. Let's say, for example, for a consideration, we are okay with that cost of the solar panel. But the area required to set up that solar panel is so large, right? And today, the cost of land or building or infrastructure is going so high that it is becoming more and more challenging to set up technologies like this. And over the period, there are newer technologies, more cost efficient technologies that are coming into the picture from other countries. That is also giving us a challenge. But in comparison, solar dehydration, even today, is top three in terms of quality and consistency against any
Ah,
other technology.
okay. Sir, how do you handle competition from conventionally dried or imported dried fruit brands?
Ma'am, conventionally dried and imported fruits are majorly focusing on only three things: cost, cost, and cost. That is all they are focusing on, and that is all they are worried about. So, where we are winning so far is a reasonable cost, which is, yes, a little more expensive than the imported product, but in turn, at least 2 to 2.5x better in terms of nutritional profile and taste and texture portfolio. So,
Okay.
focusing on quality is the only way that we have been able to achieve what we are doing right now. And second is the customer service and the customer authenticity that we have been able to make a practice, the discipline in manufacturing the product that we have been able to practice, that is what led us to survive till the point that we are doing today.
Okay. Sir, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs who wanted to start a business in solar dried foods?
Solar drawing is definitely a very, very good option for a lot of variety of different products, not only fruits. There is a huge demand upcoming in modern India for ready to eat, for easy to eat, and ready to consume products. So the innovation is endless, the possibility is endless. I mean, the sky is the limit. We just need to understand our own niche that we need to work on, and focusing on that niche we can develop a product line and we can start promoting and propagating it. Solar dehydration is definitely a good technology, and it is a cheaper technology in the longer run for operational costs and recurring costs, which will help to bring down your economies of scale and get you better profitability. End of the day, the crux for any process or technology is hard work. And there is no business opportunity unless you do work, and work. So
Okay.
you can get the best technology from the world to apply, but unless and until you follow the proper system of the market and system of doing business, and you pursue like anything, and you work hard for it, there is no way that you can succeed.
Okay. What policy or infrastructure support would most help innovators like you in this sector, sir?
See, unfortunately, when we started, there were not many policies for such industries that we have developed. In fact, when we started, the government was not very willing to identify our product as a mainstream product. Even today, we are battling with the government as well as the department and authorities to be identified, our products to be identified as a snack product, because our products are used as a direct snack by customers. But because of these categorization issues, policy issues, and government issues, we have not got the full benefit of all of the government subsidies or startup subsidies or grants that are supposed to be reaching us. The department is still struggling to identify our product as a fruit confectionery or a full confectionery or a fruit based sweet or a fruit snack. We don't have a clear definition of our product yet. So that is a struggle that we are facing, and everybody will face, not just us. And to take it forward, there are a lot of subsidies, grants, and financial benefits available from the government, from the department, Startup India, etc., etc. These are worth taking a risk for, provided that you fall into the right category.
Okay. One last question, sir. What is your favorite solar dried fruit or snack and why?
This is like asking a mother which of your children is the best. Well, honestly speaking, there are so many products that over the period I have indulged into. More than 150 products we have invented, and out of which 110 are our regular products that we offer in smaller quantities, larger quantities to different customers. But if you ask me, my personal favorite is always going to be the king of fruits, mango.
Okay.
So the
Uh,
dehydrated Alfonso mango, the dehydrated mango bars, mango chunks, mango rolls, aam papad. So we have more than 12, 13 different varieties of mango that we manufacture just from mango, dehydrated variants. Each and every product is very distinctive, very different process, very different treatment that it is given to, and has a very different flavor profile. Every one of them is very unique, and I really like indulging in eating mango products.
Okay, that's very nice to hear from you, sir. Thank you very much. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we would like to thank Dr. Tanmay Shah for the talk and for answering the questions. This meeting will now be Post.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I was really humbled and honored. I would like to apologize for the small coughing and
No,
things in
sir, that's
between.
okay. Take
I'm
care,
just
sir.
running a little, cough
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cold, but still, it was a pleasure meeting you all and talking to you about our activity and our life that we follow here at Morriko Pure Foods. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're
God bless
most
you all.
welcome, sir. Take care, sir. Bye-bye.